Nope, no audio. He says 1 minute. He's giving me a finger, the good finger this time. Oh, this is going to be great for the audio version of this for sure. So smile, and there he is from a lower angle.
There
we go. I can hear you now.
This is so messed up.
It's so out of sync, but we can finish up like this. I do for sure want to hit this Fantastic Four trailer. So I'm going to hit that Jonathan Majors news real quick, which is as simple as what I've kind of already said is the guy playing Jonathan Majors got in some trouble for spousal abuse. When it boiled down, the main thing he'd got in trouble for, she had made accusations. None of it came to pass, but he did actually grab her arm when he was pushing her into a car to get her to go home because she was being belligerent. If anybody knows more than that, I would love to hear. But he kind of got swept up in a lot of the Me Too movement stuff. Not saying everything was right or copacetic, but it sounds like the girl was a big part of the problem. And since he was in the controversy, Marvel called it safe and said, we're just done. And the fans, for the most part, said, yeah, it's not right. It's kind of like the Johnny Depp thing of you're punishing them before anything's proven. So fans have said enough that they would like to see him back. So they're talking about bringing Jonathan back in just to be able to finish out his character arc. The stuff I've looked behind it where they're saying how it will work in with him coming in and possibly either Doom taking him out or handing power over to Doom, all sounds brilliant. I hope they give him at least one more movie, unless somebody finds out something that I've totally missed on him doing something wrong. But one more movie just to finish out that story arc would be so great. Because Kang's not a character that everybody was like, oh, I can't wait till they make Kang. And it would be a weird character to cast if you know him from the comics. And when they cast Jonathan Majors, I was like, that was perfect. He has the look. He has the kind of gravitas about it. He's a good actor. Leave him in there. I was very happy with the casting on that. So I would really like to see him be able to finish that character out. So that I was super excited about that this week. And hopefully it will pan out because Marvel, for the first time in a while, even hearing that like some of these Ryan Reynolds projects might not happen now, I'm excited with the new Fantastic Four trailer, news of Kang coming back, and the Doomsday storylines that they're putting out there. Between those three things, I'm kind of excited for Marvel again.
But yeah, same here, and I would really prefer it if they would just allow somebody to prove their innocence before they convict them of stuff. That would be nice.
Now, in fairness, in court, he did get not convicted. He got ruled against for the abuse of grabbing her wrist. But if you watch the videos, it was pretty much a lot of her coming after him, and he was trying to get her to go in a car and go home, and she was being very aggressive toward him. So, and she'd been swinging around, so he grabs her wrist to hold her wrist steady while he put her in the car. Not saying that's okay, not saying any of that, but in the situation he was in,
I'm saying they're allowed to defend themselves.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I feel like he's the kind of guy they can give another chance to. I've seen a lot of other people get way better chances, change their lives. A great example, damn it, can't think of it, because he got canceled before Me Too was a thing. I just watched Unstable on Netflix. Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe is a great example. You know Rob Lowe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the stuff he did back in the day, definitely cancelable. Kind of thing you cancel somebody for 100%. Here it is 35 years later, and he's a good actor. He's a good father. He does well. I like watching his stuff. Not saying all should be forgiven for anything he does. However, giving people second chances isn't always a bad thing. In my opinion on that, I guess. So
okay, but let's
good one to move on from.
and get to this. Yeah. Let's see here.
Okay, so this is the Fantastic Four, new trailer for it.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
We make a point to do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what. We're all here.
Dang it, I think it's freezing up a little bit.
Herbie, how's that sauce coming? Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Okay. Okay, is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious, I just want to add a little bit of zip, okay?
T-5. Before we went up the first time, you couldn't turn invisible. Ben wasn't a rock. The best pilot in the world right here.
Yeah. Best looking, he means.
And Johnny never caught fire.
Ben has always been a rock. Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together. As a family.
Okay, that gave me some real Stepford Wives vibes to it. All right.
Well, it's supposed to take place in the 60s.
Well, no, it's not the 60s. It's just that whole we eat here every Sunday. All right, that was all that
Good
creeped
family
me
values.
the hell out. Yeah, no.
So good family values.
No, that was-
Is that what I'm hearing?
A bit, yeah.
Well, I did.
You know, what they say, the people with the cleanest lawn have the worst life inside.
Hey, I could see it's going to be a very different element than what we've seen in a lot of the other Marvel movies. That little more family wholesome, because it is
Mm-hmm.
Marvel's first family. I think we're going to see some of that. Looking at it, to me, it looks like one of the more comic book accurate movies we're going to get. I like the idea that my son and I were talking about this.
Okay.
How they've taken, because it's going to take place in an alternate reality of a futuristic 1960s, not unlike The Incredibles. To me, that's the vibe I'm getting, is The Incredibles off of that. But they about have to do that, because when you got somebody,
Yeah, I can see some syndrome there.
yeah. When they got somebody as smart as Reed Richards, especially taking place in the 60s, if he was in the Marvel universe now, everybody'd be like, oh, why hasn't he been curing cancer or fixing Ultron or any of this other shit that he should be doing? But I don't know. I'm really excited about that one. I'm feeling a lot better about the casting. Pedro Pascal, I thought wasn't going to be a good Reed Richards. And somebody had said it perfect, where they said, you know, he's pretty much the father figure of the Marvel universe. Like, he's the one that keeps everybody in line. He's smart. Oh, yeah. He's smarter than everybody else. He's the dad figure.
Oh, you mean Reed Richards
Reed
is
Richards.
the father of?
Yes,
okay, yeah.
And then when they said, you know, Pedro Pascal is like the internet daddy or whatever, where all these women are thirsting over him, you know, it's like, oh, it
Yeah.
kind of fits, I guess. He looks a lot better in that. I didn't think he would be a good Reed Richards. I'm kind of excited for him now.
Yeah, I not at all do I have a problem with Pedro Pascal. Not at all. He is Pedro Pascal. What can you say?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'll have to see it. But right now, the vibes from it. At that very beginning with that very first thing, you know, the vibes felt very, you know, daddy has a belt kind of vibes.
Yeah. You know, I would say there's plenty of that out there on the internet between Reed Richards and Sue Storm. You can definitely look out there and see that Daddy has a belt vibe.
Rule 34 does apply. All right.
Yeah. I would say my biggest
But
problem,
not that kind of not the fun, your money's on the counter kind of belt vibe. All right. The bad one, we're not going to take it anymore belt vibe.
I would say my biggest problem with that trailer was I thought the thing looked good. I think that's the most thing that people are complaining about is the thing has is traditional, like the brow ridge that goes all the way around the head. And even Gabe said that looks weird. It's like, oh, no, you had that in the comics for a good long time.
Yep.
I think it looks good, but the thing's voice, no pun intended, but something more gravelly, a little more manly, would be good. He just sounds like
it needs to sound like you got to sound like he's got a pair of boulders, right?
Yeah, big pair of boulders swinging around down there. he sounds like he could be from the Bronx, maybe, but not that they need to give him an overly big accent. But I don't know. They went to such trouble to make sure they got an actor that was Jewish to play him because the thing's Jewish. So I feel like they may have limited themselves. And the guy they got playing him, maybe he's going to do a great job. I don't know. He doesn't scream Ben Grimm to me. He doesn't seem like a big tough dude from the Bronx that's smoking cigarettes, with this heart of gold behind it or something. Even dude they had for the 2000 movies, I thought made a better Ben Grimm. And that was probably the last person that I saw, because the guy they had for the Fantastic Four, whatever the fuck it was, the bad one. That guy looked like a child playing Ben Grimm to me. So I don't know. I'm hoping he does a good job. He just doesn't sound like Ben Grimm, but I'm sure that'll change during the thing.
Yeah. Well, I think we should go ahead and wrap this up because we're having issues as it is.
Yeah.
And if you noticed, everybody got kicked off of the chat.
Oh, did they? I wondered why nobody was chiming in with Fantastic Four stuff. So
yeah. So I think we went from live to just recording. So
that's all right.
We'll go ahead. We'll wrap this up. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say we'll have plenty to talk about next week. After that, we have Super Bowl coming up this weekend, so we'll see what we can get done between now and then.
And I have the new motherboard for my system has a built-in Wi-Fi and everything, so hopefully all these issues will be fixed, and we won't have this problem anymore.
Sounds good. All right. Well, we'll call it quits for tonight. I'll chat with you right after this. Hugs and kisses, everybody. Hopefully, I can look at you in the eyes next week. So,
all right.
Bye-bye.